Stay tuned for the planet Earth's most relevant newscast. Broadcasting from Sector 17G of the Milky Way Galaxy, we present you a program that is a strange combination of newsworthy and non-newsworthy. Funny at times and extremely non-funny at others. Ladies and gentlemen, Earthlings and Lunars, we present to you Valemount Live.
Very disappointed in what happened last week with Laura.
Can someone tell me where Radka is?
Tatiana can tell you. Radka, she be, how you say, displaced a little bit. We from Russia, we're very expert at displacing. Now, Valemount people, let me tell you, I watched this show last week and I see this hijacked version of Laura and this Radka with the very fake accent. I don't know where you get these country girls with fake accent. They hijacked the show from my very good friend, Jody Newhammer.
Tatiana. Yes. Well, what can I say, Tatiana? We had no idea you were coming into the studio today, so we're a little bit, what can we say, well, we're waiting to hear from Radka, that's all I can say.
Radka.
Where exactly are you coming from anyway?
You're not familiar with Tatiana's reputation?
No, please tell us.
Tatiana from Russia, have long career journalist in Russia, much experience. My good friend Jody Newhammer, this here show, she called me, she's so upset that she get hijacked by these two young country girls. She said, Tatiana, come help me, here I am. Valemount, here I am to present with you the Tatiana show. We changed the title just a little bit. Tatiana Live.
Tatiana Live.
Tatiana Live.
Is this, well, look, I'm appalled. Frankly, I came here because, on a favor, mind you, from CNN and from Al Jazeera, I've been awarded a recent prize, an anchor prize, the Crow Prize, which I'm wearing right here.
The Crow. Tatiana have much credentials in the journalist profession. Can we get Tatiana's credentials on the screen, please? There's Tatiana. Tatiana, as you know, writes for best periodical in the world. The one everyone reads, no one looks at pictures.
Well, if you'll just move your shoulder a little bit, you may see where I have been. This is part of my credentials. I really think it's more important for an anchor to have more of a well-rounded reputation, such as, you know, being molded into rock faces, other things as well, which we maybe show, you know, being a star hockey player.
So this rock face, this is why your delivery so stiff?
Yes, it is.
Solid? See now, what's this? You have this small gun.
I'm focused. What can I say?
This small gun. What is that? Oh, and who is this?
That is me.
I see. And pink tights.
And there's me on the moon. You see, you have to. You're from Russia, right? I've been to the moon. You have to be well traveled here. Look.
Excuse me.
Traditional.
Excuse me, TV boy. Back to my photo, please. So here is the real thing. This no fake. You check this issue of Playboy, September 2007, even dear Tatiana in her more mature years. And you know, most journalists, they get maybe $100,000 US for this. Tatiana, $250, easy. And you can tell by this no fake, like these other astronaut and moon pictures.
Well, you know what, I heard there were some other people dressing up last weekend for a different kind of race to the bottom. And,
oh yes, this Bigfoot challenge thing you have here in this little village.
That's right.
The Bigfoot thing?
The Sasquatch, you may have heard of it.
Same thing, yeah.
Similar to the image on the
Sasquatch.
Right,
so what this thing about?
Well, it's a race. You know, people get involved and they race around in costumes. So why were you not a part of this? I mean, I know this is your real outfit here. But.
Sounds very country to me, but Tatiana, she have open mind, so Tatiana willing to watch, see what all about. Please play.
It was a lot of fun. We were just talking about how it makes you do all sorts of things that you would never do, especially all in one day.
Yeah.
The biking and the martial arts and the canoeing and the
firefighting.
Can't say I've done that yet.
I had a really fun time. It was really good to do teamwork and bond with people and see all the local businesses, and I think it was, and to be outside. think it's really a positive environment for everybody.
Did you guys do fun with the canoeing? Because a lot of other
We got
teams.
lost.
Yeah,
You got lost.
Yeah, we got lost. We're locals. We've been on the marsh. We got lost.
It's a good idea, man. It was really good. Do it next year.
We are the trio. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we got all over the community. Some of the challenges were really hard, but I think we pulled them off really well. Got some decent times. We're gonna work on them for next year. And going faster. I really like the canoeing and the fire making.
I believe next year there should be an only mom prize. Because
Okay, yeah.
I just want to steal the spotlight.
Maybe I'll be a mother next year.
There should be an area, like a street that has to be cleared of garbage. If we could somehow incorporate cleaning up the village with the competition, that'd be awesome.
I agree. That'd be very useful.
Good job.
I ate cat food.
Yeah,
we ate worms.
We both had worms. It's terrible.
Pretty well. Yeah.
I'm stoked about that.
We pretty much rocked.
I hope you got brownies.
One chicken foot.
Oh, no problem.
No.
My boots are too big. They fall off with every step.
Close your eyes and bite into it.
Oh, it's like good with a paw.
I do it for her, you guys. She's seriously. No, she has to do it. I don't. She's going to do it for me. Oh, Ruby's fine.
Look at the nails.
What part do I eat?
Eat its nails.
We're the Graceful
Don't even remember our name.
Gazelles. Graceful Gazelles, yeah.
So this is very strange. This is what you do for fun in Canada?
Yes, it is what we do here. And not only that, but we also invite people like you into the country.
Tatiana's very fun. She's more fun than this look like KGB training exercise for military people. This is not fun. Tatiana show you some things fun, young country gal. You know how to have fun?
Tell me.
You use your imagination. You tell me if this is your example of fun in Canada. No wonder this country has no people. Has to bring in Russians to bring the culture here.
The culture. Yes.
You know, ballet and the orchestra and the opera in Russian, all of the Russian arts, very, very top, including the hockey. You remember 1972? No, you're probably not around then. Too bad. So, may I interrupt young Laura?
Yes.
Apparently you have some more evidence of your expertise as a journalist coming up.
Well, no, not actually. I just found a strange photo through some of my investigative journalism. It's actually a photo of you.
Oh, well.
A younger photo, of course.
Tatiana wants.
And what's
Tatiana.
interesting is the tattoo on the abdomen. I had no idea that you were stalking me for so long.
Yes. Many, many sides to Tatiana, you know. Tatiana, not constrained by things like anatomy and sexuality. So, Tatiana, feel free to switch back and forth, put on tattoos, take off tattoos, and stalk whoever Tatiana wants.
So tell me, do you still have that tattoo?
This tattoo?
Yeah, the one of me.
Well, no, I have to take this tattoo off when I changed my parts last time.
Okay. Got in the way.
Changing the parts, very, very tricky operation. I use very special doctor in Russia. Maybe you want to try.
Yeah, sometimes I get it.
You ever want to try Biman?
That's an interesting thought. Interesting.
You very country-looking girl. We probably switch you to man quite easily.
You know what? I'll have to get back to you on that. I may contact my health advisor before I sign up to that.
Lara, very cute girl, but you have no carriage. So, Lara, there's something else happening here with water or something. What is this about?
Yeah, I don't know. Some kind of some river treaty.
Treaty.
Yeah.
Russia very familiar with treaties. We always break them.
Yeah, it's some sort of some Russian communist treaty. I don't know.
With the water here.
Yes.
Russia have lots of water, lots of trees, lots of radioactive stuff. So we really don't need anything here. But let's see what these water people have to say. Play the clip.
Basically, what the Columbia River Treaty is, it's an agreement for managing the waters in the Columbia Basin. Primarily, it has two primary objectives. One is for flood control. Prior to building the dams in the Columbia River system in Canada, there was massive flooding that used to happen on the system. We live in a really interesting hydrologic area. We have large mountains with large snowpacks. When those snowpacks melt in the spring, it creates large freshets or large runoffs, which can result in flooding. And historically, we used to see some pretty major flood events happen in the Columbia River Basin. So after those flood events happened, there came some folks, engineers on both sides of the border from Canada and the United States, taking a look at the potential to start to manage for flooding. But at the same time, there was a real need for hydroelectric resources in the basin. So this was in the 1950s. It was after World War II, and there was a lot of community growth going on into the floodplains. So there was the flooding issues that are happening, but also industry was increasing. So a plan came into place for managing the water resources, primarily for flood control and then power generation. That plan involved building 3 Columbia River Treaty dams in Canada: Mica Dam, Keenleyside Dam, and Duncan Dam. And those dams were designed to provide that management of the system between Canada and the United States for mutual benefit. The treaty also allowed for the construction of Libby Dam in the United States, which floods back into Canada to create Koopanoosa Reservoir. So essentially, the Columbia River Treaty is about building dams in the Canadian Columbia River to manage for flood control and power generation.
Tatiana's best asset here arrived. I would say on scale of 1 to 10 that maybe 4, but Tatiana here, she's pro, she coach you along maybe if Jody Newhammer give me the permission. But please tell us more how you girls met, how you have these adventures with BBC and Chechnya and Yugoslavia and such.
Well, we'll tell you because it's a long history. It's part of the reason why I received this Crow Awards, which I'm wearing my hair. You see? Do you like to pet it? I know you like to pet things.
Tatiana love very things. Always very soft. Tatiana borrow maybe. What do we exchange for? Collar. We like collars. Lara.
I'm wearing this to remind you about who's boss on the show. Never mind Tatiana Live.
Lara. you have to earn the respect of the viewers like Tatiana has done for 3 decades now. You just little country girls. You try to steal the show from Jodie Newhammer and Tatiana. And Tatiana here to bring back what belonged to Jodie and Tatiana. You have to prove yourselves in these small leagues. And from what I see so far with this Valemount Live, these two very, very small. Maybe this is a good place for you to start. But my friend, Jodie Newhammer, she wants the show, so I keep it for her.
So where did you start, Tatiana?
Pardon?
How did you start?
Well, you saw that I did my last big assignment for Playboy in Russia, and that's where I start as well.
What was the assignment?
The first assignment? Very small assignment when I was very young, looking at certain workers in Moscow who were exploited. Tatiana, make her name on that one.
What is your real hair color?
Tatiana not worried about these small things like hair. You worry about your bangs, Laura, and you bring them in the style. Tatiana, she free woman. She teach you. She coach you along. You show a little bit of potential.
Well,
can you coach us, please?
Yes, please do.
So, viewers, I coach these nice young girls this week, and we present them to you next week. See great improvement with the permission of Jodie Newhammer, of course. We work on their style. We work on their posture. There we go. Chests out, ladies. Line through the top of the head. And of course, we bring in my personal stylist, work with this hair problem we have here. Tatiana do this, how you say, complimentary. Her personal assistant sitting over here observing.
Okay.
So is this a deal? We have a deal here?
Okay.
A deal. So viewers, please tune in next week, see how Tatiana does with the makeover here. You watch these makeover shows, you watch these silly race shows, now you watch Valemount Live Anchor Makeover Show, and you think it wonderful.
You're not going to turn me into a man, are you?
It's going to be an animal, Laura.
If you don't learn to stick your chest out like a woman, we have no choice.
Oh boy.
Hi, out. Do we have any finishing announcements for Tatiana to give before she goes to visit Gene at the Best Western? You know Gene is here, the boy with the tongue?
No.
The Kiss Boy.
No.
The Kiss Boy with that band and that television show. Gene Siemens.
Is he?
Gene Siemens. You know Gene? Tatiana teaches tongue how to do acrobatic tricks.
However, Tatiana, tomorrow is a Canada Day. That's gonna be our cultural experience. What are you gonna do?
Tatiana get in her limousine, go to the heliport, fly to Vancouver where there's a little bit of culture. Disappointed, may have to go to Toronto, short hop to New York. We see what happens. We have announcements to end this program you call Tatiana Live?
Well, seeing as it's your show, do you have any last announcements about Tatiana that we should know about?
Tatiana is here. You want to see Tatiana. Tatiana be in studio for another 10 minutes. You phone Tatiana at special Valemount Live number. What that number? 566 BCTV. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Phone in and vote for Tatiana or Laura or the imposter with the fake accent here.
But for us, please call VCTV. VCTV is for him.
That's right. You figure it out. Tatiana's charisma, it gets you dial the right number. Your finger just go into the right number. No worry. Valemount, Tatiana's here to save you. So next week, tune in. We see how the girls improve.
Good night.
Good night.
Das Vidanya.
Shining like a picture I have seen. All I ever wanted was to I die, if indeed to heaven I should fly, and the great big God who lives up there should look me in the eye and ask me to remember what on earth I might have seen, I'll say that I was loved by you, Catherine. I'll say that I was loved by my Catherine. Can you sing by yourself now?
Catherine, I think you're a wonderful woman, and I'd like you to be a part of my life. Now, I realize you're in a relationship right now, but that can change. You know, I play a guitar. It's got 6 strings. It's quite large and musical. And, 566 1541.
This song anymore. I think that spoiled the whole thing now. That was a very romantic song. And you're giving my wife your telephone number.
It was indeed a very wonderful.
Look at you smiling and smirking. You think you're so funny, don't you?